Hello. I still possess zero idea of how to start a stream. All, yeah, I still don't know how you're supposed to start a stream. Uh, we are, we are returning to Ace Attorney today for more investigations. We are back on case 3. We could potentially finish it tonight. Who knows? Okay, there we go. I don't know why I didn't want to load the the loading screen, the screen capture. That was mean. I'm realizing everything's slightly off from last night when we were having problems. I think Nyx and Pumpkin need to scooch over ever so slightly. Love the investigations music. Alright. We just... I don't remember where we left off last night, actually. Or not last night, Thursday? April 2nd, 12:05, Zodiac Hall, Autumn Wing. They sure are taking their time. I thought this was supposed to be a 10-minute recess. Hey, sorry to keep you losers waiting. But wait no longer. I won the race to find Delicia Scone, and here she is. Hello, dears. This lovely young man said you wanted to speak to me. Delicia Scone, purveyor of the most wonderful wares where the pharmacist can offer at your service. I love that she has not aged at all in the past 18 years. Delicia to my pals, and even Miss Delicia to some. You can call me the best, and I'll call you whatever I want. Oh, my sweet baby. Alright. Oh god, wait, Now I have to figure out how to translate this nickname into his original translation name. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna check the wiki and see what it was in the fan translation. Nicknames. Oh no! The wiki only has his official translation name. Oh, great. I guess I'll just do like Bestie Poo. Ugh. I hate everything about this character, by the way. Alright. You're right, Bestie Poo. Whatever you say. It's lovely to meet you, dearie. So much for call me the best. Oh, have we met before, young man? Oh, did she recognize him as Gregory? That's fucking depressing. Get a load of this, Delicia. That's Miles Edgeworth, Gregory's son. Well, I know her. It's a pleasure to meet you, my sweet Smiley. You must address me by my given name. Just Miles will do. Cranky Pegleg, boy, all grown up too. Make me feel my age, why don't you? I wonder just how old she is. My wife is here. Sebastian, I believe we have some questions for our pharmacist. Yeah. What brings you to the gallery today, Miss Scone? Why, I came to see dear old Moody Judy, of course. We've been fast friends for 18 long years, and no one's going to stop me from visiting her now. Yeah, starting out real strong with Delicia today. Oh, I realized I realized I forgot something. Hold on. I forgot to show something off before we started. Ah, wrong button. This one. I have a new outfit. It's Nils' outfit. I am now Edgeworth. Fear me.
I understand that you helped look after Mr. Gusto in the immediate...
I can't talk tonight.
I understand that you helped look after Mr. Gusto in the immediate aftermath of the attack.
Oh, I didn't do much, really. Just whipped up a quick antidote for the dear... For the dear old doctor? Gusto is a doctor? Oh, I didn't do much, really. Just whipped up a quick antidote for the dear old doctor. Yes, I raided Edgeworth's closet and I stole all his clothes, and I'm wearing them now. Wow, you can make an antidote just like that? Oh yes, dear. As long as I have the right ingredients, I can throw together just about any medicine you like. I don't think that's how that works. Also, why is she still pretending to be a baker? We all know she's a pharmacist. Certainly helped that medical room. It certainly helped that medical room was well equipped, though. We're much better off treating him here than losing vital minutes taking him to the hospital. We made sure to take him to the hospital, though, right? Right? Mr. Gusto's at the hospital, right? Anyway, we did what we could. The rest, well, that's up to him. Or the hospital. And do you know the victim, Miss Delicious? Oh, yes. Well, sort of. It's been 18 years since I last saw him. Apparently he's famous these days. One of the best... Oh, damn, I was reading that as Sebastian, but no, it's Delicia. I just hate this woman. Sorry. Apparently he's famous these days. One of the best confectioners in the world, or so they say. Interesting. So he's a well-known public figure. Oh yes, dear. He was on the news and everything. Confectionery crafting king of the world, they said. Wow. So the old dog really went to Zhangfa and upped his game, just like he said he would.
Perhaps if we could proceed to the matter at hand, Miss Scone.
Yeah, it would be a lot of new sprites to completely overwrite her.
Are you familiar with a substance known as Infecticide Ultra?
Of course, dear. You use it to, well, to get rid of you-know-what. You-know-what? Oh, it's awfully strong, though. That's why they don't sell it in shops. Keeps us closer to 10 hours? Ooh. Then we might have 2 more streams. That's fine. I'm so far enjoying this case. I'm sure that won't change at all. Might I ask what you mean by you-know-what? The little braters that frightened the life out of the poor innocent ladies like yours truly. What? Ghastly little creatures running around people's ice-clean kitchens and terrorizing them. Oh, I get it. Those.
Thank you, Miss Scone. One more question, if you don't mind. Are you aware of what happens when the chemical Fatalium and Normalium are combined?
Oh, yes. It's right there in the Infecticide Ultra instructions. Do not mix with products containing Normalium, sir. Because if you do, they react with each other and make a horrible poisonous gas. What was it again? If effects of inhalation include respiratory complications and, well, death? And poor old Gusty very nearly didn't make it. To make that much gas, you need, probably 500 milliliters of each chemical, I'd say? She certainly talks like a skilled pharmacist. Normalium's awfully thick and sticky. I hate that. I hate all of that. I'm sorry.
Normalium's awfully thick and sticky, and it heats up very quickly indeed. It's also bright red and smells minty fresh. Oh, and cheap as chips. That's why they use it in everything. Italium's more watery, and it's white in color. That will do. Thank you. You are clearly very well informed, Miss Scone. As well I should be, dearie. After all, Insecticide Ultra is made by the company I work for.
So can we arrest this woman, please, so I don't have to deal with her ever again?
But before you get the wrong idea, they don't go around handing out free samples. As I say, it's awfully terribly dangerous. You couldn't buy it even if you wanted to. Yes, Miss Scone. Very interesting indeed. I think that tells us all we need to know.
Damn, even Verity's sick of Delicia.
Strange. I thought she suspected Miss Scone. But something in that smile makes me wonder if she's had some other angle in mind. What is it, Detective Flatfoot? Any developments to report?
Yes, sir. It turns out the sculptor's glass display case opens up from the top. Really? I never could have guessed that, Gumshoe.
Huh? That's rather unusual.
And the temperature inside can be adjusted too, all the way down to 0 degrees. Pisces Ace was kept at 26 degrees. Dang near got my hand stuck in it.
We're lucky you escaped alive. Anything more relevant to the case?
Yeah, they found something on the underside of the top part of the Pisces case. Traces of normalium.
Oh, now we're talking. That's odd. If there was normalium stuck to it, it should have stayed stuck. After all, at 26 degrees, it would have been frozen solid.
It would?
Uh-huh. So how did things wind up the way they are now?
I think Kay might be able to help us figure out just that. Or, at least, Mr. Thief might.
You're that desperate to get on my good side, huh? Fine. I don't know what the heck you're talking about, but take it away. Can't believe I'm taking orders from this guy. Whatever. Anything for the truth.
Overruled.
Justine, please. Before you get too carried away. The Goddess of Justice has no need for your help. We will find the truth ourselves.
Ouch. Why so frosty, Judge G? Your baby prosecutor just gave us the big thumbs up. What's the issue here? Oh, wait. Don't tell me the committee has some dirty little secrets it doesn't want us finding out. I hate Eddie saying dirty little secrets.
I am not required to explain myself to you. But if you feel that, you absolutely must participate in the investigation. Perhaps you can prove to me that this will be worth our while. Well, it will be worth our while to keep you around. What exactly does she have in mind here? Who triggered the release of the poisonous gas? If you can answer this question, I will consent to your participation in the investigation.
You heard the lady smiles? Somebody opened the Pisces case and let out that gas. Newblette is already annoyed with everything that's happened so far. Considering what we've learned so far, there's only one person it could possibly be. No?
Yes, the answer is indisputable.
I mean, I think it would be Gusto? Couldn't be Eddie, it wasn't Delicia, it wasn't Gumshoe, Kay, Verity, it wasn't Eddie. It wasn't Judy because she was in the security room, and it wasn't Sebastian, so it would have to be Gusto.
In that case, please kindly provide it now. Who released the poisonous gas?
It was Carmelio Gusto.
Take that!
The victim, Carmelio Gusto, is the only person to have entered the Autumn Wing. Thus, only he could have opened the case.
Correct. That appears to be the only logical answer. Very well. I will permit your participation in this investigation to continue.
Sorry, I can't talk tonight, apparently.
However, if at any point I feel you are contributing nothing of value, you will be removed immediately.
Understood. Even if Mr. Gusto did open the case, we still have no idea why. Alright, Kay. Alright, Mr. Edgeworth, tell me what you want to see. Let us use the data we've collected to recreate the scene before the poisonous gas went off. On it. Alright, little thief time. Sebby's face. Don't scare me like that.
So this is what you were talking about, your Mr. Thief.
Let's begin by examining the Pisces sculpture. There's a generous amount of normalian frozen on the underside of the top part of the case. I think Courtney's problem with Edgeworth is related to the first case in the game, and how he knows too much about everything that went down with like the president of Zhangfa and everything. And I think she's worried. I don't know. I'm assuming it all relates back to the committee and Blaze the Best. I have a feeling everything in this case probably goes back to Blaze in one way or another. Yeah, which is what's keeping that lid on real tight. The actual glass of the lid is all cracked though, right? Somebody really went to town on your little house there, huh, Pisces? And do we have any idea how the glass lid might have come to be so cracked? Well, doesn't look like the outer-facing side of the glass suffered any damage. I see. So we have a cracked piece of glass that we know was ice cold on its inner-facing side. And we also know that it wasn't damaged in any direct way on its outer-facing surface. Thoughts? Ice cold. Makes me think of the way you glare at people, sir.
Cracks. Makes me think about those deeply etched lines on your forehead.
It was cracked by heat expansion. Applying heat to ice-cold glass from the outside will cause it to crack. Huh? Well, I appreciate the science lesson, but why is it all heat-cracked in the first place? Why indeed. A heat crack... wow. All of these words suck tonight. Why indeed. A heat cracked. A heat cracked. Why indeed. A heat-cracked glass lid lined on its underside with frozen normalium. You look like the cat that got the cream, Milesroni. You know what happened, don't you? I mean, I'm assuming it's as simple as Gusto used the blowtorch. Gusto used blowtorch. Was super effective. I certainly do. And what's more, I know how Mr. Gusto opened the case. What? But you didn't give me a chance to figure it out first. It would have been quite the wait. Well, don't keep it to yourself, Edgeworth. I want answers. How did Mr. Gusto open the case? He used blowtorch. The blowtorch. Damn, I can't talk as Edgeworth tonight. The blowtorch showed signs. The blowtorch showed signs of having been used recently when it was found here in the autumn. I think it's likely that it was used on the glass lid, causing it to crack. A blowtorch? Who uses a blowtorch to open a glass case? Oh, I get it. Mr. Gusto was trying to melt the frozen normalium so he could open the lid. Indeed. You beat me to the answer by a second. But we'll see who wins in the end.
Don't try and tell us you nearly had it. You didn't have a clue.
No. It was Edgeworth making things hard to understand. Okay, would you mind updating the recreation so that Mr. DeBest can follow along too? Damn, Edgeworth, be nice to your son. Sure, just for him. Alright, here goes. I don't know why, but that's so funny to me. Mr. Gusto was alone in the autumn wing, and while he was in here, he used this blowtorch to melt the normalium on the underside of the lid. And? As the normalium melted, it mixed with the phtalium that was already present inside the glass case, thereby producing our poisonous gas. When Mr. Gusto had finally managed to open the lid, he would have released the gas and poisoned himself. He made it as far as the fountain room where he collapsed. I love the fact that his scar goes over his hat. So he opened the case, and out came the gas. It seems we got there in the end. I guess that's what we're gonna have to figure out now, is why exactly was the normalium and phtalium in the glass case. But why the heck-a-doodle-do? Fuck off, Eddie. But why the heck-a-doodle-do did he want to open the case in the first place? I'm not sure. In fact, we don't even know what his ultimate goal was. I'm thinking he might have come here for the same reason I did. To check out not the autumn wing, but the winter wing. You remember, right? Thought this was where the winter wing was when we first got here. Cut you out too, did it? I can't talk at all tonight, apparently. Cut you out too, did it? My little Eddie Lumpkin. I was ever so confused. What was it being where Chillywinkle's room was all those years ago? There's even the same little tree in front of there, all black. Jesus, I can't talk. I'm sorry. There's even the same little tree in front of the blessed door. Who wouldn't be all the 6 and 7s there? Did everyone involved with the IS-7 incident make the same mistake? I think we need to go and take another look at the winter wing. A time to see how quickly I convince Mr. DeBest, I suppose. Oh, Sebby, what did you come up with now? Eureka! Wait, doesn't Edgeworth say Eureka as well? Is Sebastian trying to copy Edgeworth? If so, that's adorable. Hold on, I have to slightly scooch my model up a little. I fixed my posture and that messed with my model's posture. Eureka! Ladies and gentlemen, I have the answer. The answer to what exactly? The man was going to end it all. Wow, that was also Edgeworth's voice. I don't think I've mentioned it. I love Sebastian's music though. All the music in Investigations is really good, but I think this might be one of my favorites. The man was gonna end it. The man was gonna end it all. A dramatic exit stage left, sort of artsy fartsy farewell. Have you been listening at all this whole time? On my level, I barely need to listen to a word, and I still understand half of what's going on. Perhaps I can explain a few of the finer details. Wow. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna take a drink of water and, like, reset or something. I need to... I can't remember Delicia's music off the top of my head. I'm sure we'll hear it again. Alright. I took a drink of water. I've reset. We'll be able to read better now.
Perhaps I can explain a few of the finer details to you later, Sebastian. The best's prerogative.
The best?
Sure. Thanks, Gavel.
Thank you indeed. I find it is always best to leave things like child wrangling to a professional. Edgeworth, don't lie. You've already adopted one kid. You are a professional.
In the meantime, don't you have something to tell Mr. Edgeworth and his friends?
Oh yeah, I totally forgot. What is it now? I took the liberty of investigating our friendly pink pharmacist here. Or rather, I had one of my underlings do it for me. That's nothing to brag about, you know. Shut up! Can't you see I'm talking? Anyways, let's put a... Jesus Christ, Sebastian. I know that's what he was getting at earlier. I'm just always shocked when they actually put the word in things. Anyways, let's put a pin in my suicide theory for now, yeah? I have something more important to tell you. It was Miss Delicious who set up the poison gas trap. How could you say that?
It was great. I was greatly laddened.
Greatly laddened? The fuck is Latin?
I was greatly saddened to learn of this, Miss Scone. Your profession is one dedicated to saving lives, and yet you used your expertise to try to take one.
I beg your pudding! How dare you! I didn't know such thing! Perhaps you could explain, Mr. DeBest. You bet I can. Get a load of this! Restricted toxins, handler's license. Everything else is too blurry for me to make out from here. This is Miss Delicia's pharmacist license. And it says right here that she's authorized to handle Infecticide Ultra. A product that we have established contains Fatalium, one of the ingredients of our poisonous gas. Exactly. It's almost impossible for ordinary people to get a hold of that stuff. But Miss Delicious is no ordinary person. She's a card-carrying pharmacist. I didn't do it! This is all just terrible misunderstanding!
Objection!
And that's not all. There was a bottle of Infectus Ultra in the victim's pocket. And what do you know? It's covered in your fingerprints. We know that you and Miss Bound took the victim to the medical room. What better moment to slip the bottle in his pocket, Please, Sebastian's correct. Let's just arrest Delicia, please. No! I see no flaws in this logic at all. Let's put her in prison. It's what my father would have wanted.
There was only one person on the premises licensed to carry Infecticide Ultra, and that was you, Miss Scone. Furthermore, you are acquainted with Miss Bound, the owner of the gallery. Meaning you would have access to the building and ample opportunity to prepare your trap.
No! Dear, listen! You don't understand! The Infecticide Ultra was stolen from me! Please, hit her with your gavel. Hit her with your gavel.
Lying will only lengthen your sentence, Miss Scone.
Lying! I was in my bag somewhere, I'm sure of it!
What is she looking for?
That's not it. Oh, and that's not it. That cloth looks familiar. Why do you have that on you? Look, here we go. I knew it was in here somewhere. Look. What is this? There's something written on it, I think. April 1. Complaint filed. Offense, theft. Item stolen, Infecticide Ultra, 1 bottle. It's a criminal report relating to theft. What? You silly Billies! I told you someone pinched it off me! A week ago, no less.
by which you mean to say that it was not in your possession at any point today?
I mean, couldn't she just get another bottle of it or something?
That's exactly what I mean to say. I think the bottle you found might be the one I lost. I always have some in my medicine bag, just in case, you know. What? Okay, in what just in case situation do you need poison? I'm supposed to keep my bag locked up tight, but, well, I'd forget my head if it wasn't screwed on. And now it's silly old me who has gone and mixed up a cloud of poison gas with the stuff.
I see. But why on earth would you carry such a hazardous substance around with you?
Like I said, just in case. You never know when one of them might appear.
What? Like, she's talking about rats, right? You mean the ghastly little creatures that run around in people's nice, clean kitchens? Type of them? You could just roll up a newspaper and work. One and done.
Bravo. What do I do now? Of course. I think perhaps it might be wise to confirm the authenticity of the crime report just to be safe. It can't hurt to verify Miss Scone's story, after all. She may be lying to us.
Good idea. All right, I'm gonna go give the precinct a call. Don't go anywhere. Aw, baby. So, Miss Scone might not be guilty after all. It's a horrible day for all of us, I know. Indeed, if she really were the one who set up the poison gas trap, then I highly doubt she would have used a method that directly implicated her. So, who do you think did it, Smiles? Someone with someone with knowledge of the victim's likely behavior and the time and means to prepare. Two factors which point to one very specific person. Oh yeah? And who might that be? Don't leave us hanging, big guy. Don't blame Judy. Don't blame my queen. No, don't make me blame her. Who had the means to steal the insecticide Ultra and dress one room up to look like another? Ah, it's Judy. I'm sorry, Judy. Surely only Miss Bound, the proprietor of these premises, could possibly have prepared in such a way. We'll need some solid evidence to support such a theory, nonetheless. So it was her. Huh. Strange. Looks like he already knew. Nice shooting, Mazzoni. I might have to make that associate position a permanent deal. That is not what I was hoping for. I'm back, with results. The police have confirmed that the theft really was reported and lodged. Which means we may have been a little hasty with some of our conclusions, team. You mean that every single one of your conclusions proved to be hogwash? No. I mean, we're only just getting started. Oh. Then what's our next move? Well, first we need to go and talk to Miss Bound. And then I'll think about what to do after that.
Sebastian. Mr. Guster's real destination appears to have been the Winter Ring. Perhaps it would be worth having someone investigate that room more thoroughly?
Oh, yeah. We should totally do that. Flatfoot, go investigate the Winter Ring. Yes, sir. Gavel, we're gonna go talk to Miss Bound.
Very good, Sebastian.
We'll join you if you don't mind. Oh, hey, they don't mind. All right, April 2nd, 1:35 p.m., Zodiac Hall, Fountain Room. All right, you have your orders. Go talk to Bound for me.
Wait, Mr. The Best, weren't we gonna go talk with Miss Bound ourselves?
Sure, but I thought why not let the grunts handle the grunt work, you know? It means I can just sit back and wait for their report. A winning strategy. You spoiled little. Ugh, he's so exhausting. I need a break.
Huh? There's something in the fountain.
What the fuck is this case? Ah! It's a body! What on earth? Order in the court. Somebody call forensics. Bad news, sir. Real bad news. Order. I will have order, detective. The ice sculptures in the winter wing. Oh, shit. They've all melted. What?
Did...
Huh? Jay? Sebastian missed the memo there. A body has been discovered. I can't do it. I can't do a good impression. What is the meaning of this? Now we have 2 victims? Yeesh. Talk about deja vu. Like 18 years ago. Even the ice melted again. Again? This is like some weird rerun. Same people, same everything. I said it before and I'll say it again. This is no coinkydink. You're with me, right, Miles Roney? I am. And I think the answer. And I think the answer lies in the IS-7 incident itself. In fact, I'm convinced of it. Yeah, no, this is a buy one get one off deal. It's great. Great minds think alike. Alrighty then. Time for another trip down memory lane. Oh my god, do we get more of Detective Bad? Oh, to be continued. Nice. All right, let's continue. We've only been going for 40 minutes and we're still doing good. I still can't believe the IS-7 incident was Gregory's last case, or that it's been 18 long years since. A murder at a confectionery contest, and one of the participants, no less, Artie Frost. They pulled his body out of a treasure chest that was a part of Samson Tangra's chocolate tableau. He'd been hit in the head with a large rock salt lamp, and subsequently bled to death. We found the lamp hidden inside the candy castle Delicia Scone had made for the contest. The fake candy castle Delicia Scone had made for the contest. But then, before anyone had a chance to investigate Mr. Frost's own room, all of his icy creations had melted clean away. Right, December 24th, 9:05 p.m., contest venue, fountain room. Oh, now I have to remember all the voices. All of Mr. Frost's works destroyed. Mr. Von Karma wasn't very happy. He told us to get out, in no uncertain term. So, what do we do now, Mr. E? I can't believe he just up and kicked us out. Von Karma's a total jerk. And now, Eddie. It was always the job of the police and the prosecutor's office to investigate the scene. Yeah, but he didn't have to talk to us like that. Who cares if we're cops or attorneys? We should all be working together to find the truth. you can't assume that everybody aims. You can't assume that everybody's aims are the same as your own. You may wish to expose the truth, but others might prefer to Sorry. You may wish to expose the truth, but others might prefer to accept things at face value. Which way of thinking is right will depend on the person. But what if somebody innocent ends up behind bars? Because no one managed to uncover the truth. It can happen. We're all humans. Police and prosecutors included. Which is why defense attorneys exist. Our job is to help people in just such situations. To be friends to the friendless. Friends to the friendless? Now, we may not be able to investigate Mr. Frost's room as hoped, but that doesn't mean we give up. You were right, Mr. E. I'm sorry. Should have thought more before I opened my big mouth. You're young, Eddie. You'll learn soon enough. Alright, hold on 1 second. My brother's being weird. Alright, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. My brother is being weird tonight. You're young, Eddie. You'll learn soon enough. I will. I promise. Oh, what voice was I doing for Judy? He was French, right? Or like French adjacent?
Miss Edgeworth, Mr. Edgeworth, Miss Defender, you look like you could use a little pick-me-up. I'm afraid this is all I have, but please, by all means.
You're the best Miss Found. Thank you. A little little. I'm sorry, my speech impediments are acting up tonight or something. A little. Oh. I hate the word little now. A sugar boost might actually help, although these are a little too sweet for my liking. And a little uniquely shaped. They're square, Gregory.
I'm sorry if they're not to your taste.
No, wait, they're great. They're so sweet.
You're very kind. I imagine me of all people, a mediocre confectioner.
What? You mean you made these yourself?
Yes, something less chocolate, so I had to learn. Keeping him supplied with these favorite treats is just one of my many duties.
You are a 16-year-old child. This should not be your job. None of this should be your job. Go, it's 9 p.m. Go home, go to bed. You have school tomorrow.
Although he does spend most of his time coaching me on how to improve my techniques.
Mr. Tanger's sure a lucky guy. Getting to eat homemade sweets made by the one and only Judy Bound whenever he wants. Sounds amazing.
I'm sorry, did you say something?
Nope, nothing at all. Dear sweet Eddie, you really do still have a lot to learn. It seems you're quite committed to the work you do for Mr. Tangra, Miss Bound.
Of course. What right would I have to stay here otherwise?
Oh. It's all just got a lot more complicated if this is her house. If he's providing Oh, wow. This whole situation is a mess, isn't it? Oof. Okay. What do you mean by that? Jesus Christ! Okay, Tangrowth, tell your daughter to go to bed.
I was abandoned as a baby. Abandoned as a baby.
I think one of the gemstones just fell off my glasses. What? Oh my god. One of my glasses have little rhinestones on them, and one of them just fell off. Thank goodness I'm getting new glasses in a few months, I guess. The rhinestones are I haven't even had these for a year. Why are they falling apart?
I was abandoned as a baby, and Mr. Tangrowth took me in.
Mm.
That's right. One snowy Christmas Eve, many years ago, he found me right on the steps of this very mansion. He saved my life and became the father I never had. I can never repay him. So my work for him is the least I can do, and I'll be here for him as long as he needs me.
That's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard. I must be getting old. Feeling up a little myself.
And to think, today is Christmas Eve. And I can't even give him his present in person. I'd do anything to save him. Anything. Please, if there's something I can do to help, just say it.
We're very grateful, Miss Bound. Perhaps you could help us by answering a question. Did you know the victim?
Not very well, I'm afraid. Oh, but if you wanted to see some of his work, I have pictures of the sculptures he made for the final.
Okay. The Gemini and the Taurus. My, they're stunning.
Aren't they? You think they're masterpieces? Who would have thought you could make such intricate statues out of slivered ice? Samson adored them too.
Oh, hey, that's Taurus and Gemini, right? I didn't know you were keen on constellations in the zodiac, Eddie. Don't tell me Judy murdered Artie at the request of Tangrowth or something. If that the bad twist I'm gonna hate, don't tell me if it is, but because that would be a twist I'd hate. Oh, I love it. Stories the stars can tell. Take Gemini, for example. See the lyre? That's what the harp is called. And the arrow and the... Hold up. The lyre doesn't have any strings. Huh. Did Mr. Frost forget to add them, maybe?
That doesn't sound like something he'd forget to do.
Wait, really? But I just thought you said you didn't know him very well. Wait, hold on. Let me look at... The twist I'm gonna hate that Artie is actually her dad that abandoned her 16 years ago. Is that the twist of this case? Because they look pretty similar, except he's a little more tan and a little more gaunt. They both have very similar brown hair. They both have brown eyes. And he would have been like 22 when she was born, which is definitely young, but not like impossible.
Well, he didn't seem like the type.
Seems she's got something to hide too. It's a little more stupid than that. Oh, great. You took this photo yourself, Miss Bound.
Yes, I use this instant camera here. It develops the pictures as soon as you take them, so it's useful.
Oh, I'd love to see it in action. Then why don't I take your picture? Yes. Come on, Mr. E. Let's get a shot of the both of us. Well, all right then. Would be a shame to waste a good hair day. Gregory, you're wearing a hat. Ready? Say cheese. There, done. And the picture of yours to keep, Mr. Fender. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. That's such a cool camera. Well, it's the only one we've got, so we use it for all our picture-taking needs. It's very convenient, but the lack of negatives is something of a shame. So there aren't any negatives for us to reference, huh? I assume Mr. Tangro used the same camera during the contest? Yes, you assume correctly. He used it for some work-in-progress pictures of his seascapes, and later to take some photos of the other contestants' work. But didn't you take a picture of the body when you discovered it? And didn't you discover the body while the judging was still underway? Yes. Something wanted pictures of all his Andre's completed wounds. But the film ran out just as he finished photographing Mr. Gusta's work. So he asked me to go put in a new cartridge. He seemed to think there should have been more shots left than there were. Huh. Unless you're taking photos willy-nilly, you should have a fairly good idea of how many you have left. Who is taking secret pictures? In other words, the film ran out sooner than expected? Yes, the numbers of shots he took didn't line up with the number of shots remaining. Who's taking secret pictures? But he thought maybe he just lost track somewhere along the way. But had he really, though? I went to our living area to change the film and was passing through the fountain room on my way back, when I heard the sound of something break and collapse in Fountain's room. Something? Are you in here? Mr. Frost's body was just lying there. I was in total shock. It was all too much. But I remember I called the police and then I wanted to tell everybody else. And the camera, it's been with me ever since. I see. I'd be grateful if you could lend us the camera and these pictures, Miss Bound. Of course. Here you go. Thank you. Alright, we got the instant camera. We got pictures of Mr. Frost's room. Oh. Detective Bad! Oh, and Delicia. Detective Bad. Miss Scone, are they done investigating? You're done with me, that's for certain. The big meanie told me to clear off. Let's leave. Nutty will be the end of me. The check of him. Guess he got tired of people cluttering up his crime scene. Did he run you off too, Detective Bad? Yeah. Von Karma seems to think I'm a nuisance. Can't do things his way with me around. Why would Mr. Von Karma go as far as to elude his own lead detective? Is Von Karma forging evidence? Von Karma, you're not allowed to do that. Hi, Dad. Hi, Detective. Still, got a pretty good look at the scene. As for Gusto, he's enjoying a nice little chat right now in Frost's room. Karma does look like if the starving Victorian child memes became an adult. What about? About the fact that Miss Bound said she saw him going in there during the contest. Mr. Gusto went into Mr. Frost's room. Hi, Dad. That's right. I have to say, he looked very much like he didn't want to be seen.
I don't know what he could have been up to.
Well, he's candidate number 1 at the moment. The guy who melted Frost's work.
But is that really why Mr. Gusto went into Frost's room?
I got a photo of the room right here. If you need it, it's all yours. Wait, what? Why would you just give it to us? Do I gotta spell it out for you, kid? I'm offering to help you guys. I want the truth about this case to come out. A detective. Really, Detective Bad? Mr. Von Karma won't be happy about this. Yeah, well, I'm not Von Karma's stooge. If he's gonna stonewall my investigation, then I'm not gonna play by the book either. Dracula would tell Von Karma to get some vitamin D. Can't let some pesky rules keep me from finding the truth. Now, can I, Mr. Edgeworth? Indeed. Thank you, Detective Bad. Wow. I can't believe you won him over, Mr. E.
Well, I haven't the foggiest what you're all going on about. Parents to new friends, eh?
It's definitely nice to have the good detective on our side, that's for sure. All right, let's take a look at that photograph. Wow, that is just straight up the line from that one song. Here. We got some... Oh, wait. This is what Frost's room looks like right now.
We have a photo of it. Okay. Knife. Hook. Big knife. Stab, stab. Knife. Hook. Big knife. Stab, stab. So the only difference is that A, the statues are melted, and B, they're unplugged.
Take a look at that photograph.
Yikes. There's nothing left of his flavored ice sculptures, but puddles. The floor appears to be completely covered in a pale blue liquid. I should compare this with the photo I just borrowed from Miss Bound. I did, and there's no difference. I assume that the unplugged power cord has something to do with all this? Yeah. Once that was out of the socket, the display case lost power. The temperature went. It looks like they were all connected to the same power strip. Do you have any idea when it was unplugged? Nope. Still working on that. The sculptures were beautiful. What a waste.
You can say that again. You should have taken a few more.
Delicia, I'm gonna bite you. And not in the... I say I want to bite characters a lot. And usually, it's in the silly, goofy way. Like I just want to take a nibble out of them. In a cute way. When I say I want to bite Delicia, I want blood.
You can say that again. I should have taken a few more out of them while I had the chance.
So, they tasted good?
Did they ever? I've never tried ice. This is so scrumptious in all my life.
Really? Man, I wish I could have had a bite.
Well, scrumptious except for the salty bit. Of course, that was unbearable.
Why was that salt? Why was the flavored ice salty? That's not normal.
The salty bit?
It's in that photo you got there. This bit, the harpy thing.
Gemini flyer. Wait, that's why it had no strings? Because you ate them?
I didn't eat that much, you cheeky little devil. I told you, it was horrible and salty.
does she get to the sculpture? They're in glass cases. It's interesting that the only particular part of this one particular sculpture tasted different from the rest. Yeah, no, as someone who nibbles on ice. What? What? How? Hey, where was she taking bites from? I guess the back, Taurus's cloud? What? Girl, what? And could someone other than Miss Scone really be responsible for eating the rest of the strings? That would be really weird. Oh, kitty cat, what's going on? Did you notice anything else, Miss Scone?
Think of it, I did. There was a fun little mark on Chillywinkle's work.
Oh, is it the same mark as on the seal?
It was just little letters. Let me see if I can draw it for you. Oh, there we go.
It's like this is such a oh no. No, is this part of the dumb twist? Is the seal the marks or the lyre strings? Because both of these sound like they could be very dumb. It's almost like a signature or something. Wait.
I just knew Mr. Frost wouldn't have.
Wow, I just said wouldn't have like 8 times.
I just knew Mr. Frost wouldn't have made that up without the strings. It's not the time to skip an important detail like that.
Oh God, what is the dumb twist about the ice sculptures? No, what could it be? That they're not made of ice or something? No, that would be too stupid. Oh my God, are they all? No, it wouldn't make sense if they were made out of anything besides ice. Because, like, I was gonna say, what if they're made out of salt? But no, that wouldn't explain how they melted. Huh. I hope you don't mind me asking, Miss Bound. But are you certain you didn't know Mr. Frost particularly well? No, do not give me the answer. I want to get to the answer myself for this case.
No, I barely knew him, I swear.
Is that so? You certainly seem to have some strong opinions about his attitude towards his work. I mean, he was a famous confectioner, right? Could just be, like, on TV or something.
No, the sculptures were so carefully made. I didn't think he'd miss something so important.
I'm sorry, but I don't believe you. You have a more personal connection to his work than that.
What makes you say that?
I have an item of evidence that appears to have been one of Mr. Frost's possessions. And it shares a key feature with another piece of evidence.
Well, I wouldn't know what you're talking about if you don't share. So, what are these 2 pieces of evidence of yours?
Which of the 2 items point to Mr. Frost? This is the first. Okay, well, it has to be the seal, right? And the second would be... What would the second item be? Oh. Oh, what's that? Look, there's something stacked on the bottom. It says
PH? I suppose that must be Paul Heckwit's pottery mark. Those are his initials, after all. And Miss Bound said she's a big fan of his work. His initials, huh? So if I made it, it would say EF. Perhaps you should practice by initialing your personal belongings first. Huh. If... Oh god, what is the... Oh, this has something to do with this stupid twist, doesn't it? Oh, I already hate this. I don't even know what it is, and I already hate this. Miss Scone found two levers. Miss Scone found two letters carved into Mr. Frost's ice sculptures. I think they were a signature of some sort. After all, it's not unusual for an artist to initial their work.
I guess not. Sorry, dear. It's just like you said. Chillywiggle's shoes had the letters PH carved in them. Plain as day.
PH? Shouldn't it be AF? You'd think so. But take a look at this. It's the seal we found at the crime scene. It seems reasonable to assume that it fell from Mr. Frost's pocket. And when pressed into the surface of an item, it would leave behind the letters PH. The same pottery mark we see imprinted on the bottom of the items in the tea set. The same pottery mark? We've already established that the tea set is the work of the sculptor Paul Heckwit. From that, we can assume that these same letters would mark any item as a piece of his work. A fact of which you are well aware of, correct, Miss Bound?
Well, yes. I know that he always marks his works with his initials like that. He's never revealed his true identity in public, so it's the only way to know his work's actually his.
You mean Paul Heckwit was... That's right, Detective. Artie Frost has another identity. Huh. He was no ordinary confectioner, at least as far as Miss Bound was concerned. For you see, Mr. Frost was in fact a fan of sculptures, a famed sculptor, an extraordinary confectioner. Oh, guys, I wonder which one of these it is. This is such a hard decision. Mr. Frost was in fact none other than the famed sculptor Paul Heckwit. What? Mr. Frost and Paul Heckwit were the same person? But it's not like the mark's hard to copy, though. Anyone who's seen it could fake being him with it. Not exactly conclusive proof that Frost was who you say he was. It was proof enough for Miss Bound. What matters is that she believed it. His true identity will have to be investigated by the good people of the precinct. Alright. I'll the boys look into it. Oh, he's gone.
I should have known I couldn't hide it from you, Mr. Edgeworth.
So you admit it. You were aware of who Mr. Frost really was.
I was. When I discovered his body, I saw the seal you found. Don't ask me how, but I just knew straight away that he was my dear Paul Heckwit. Imagine, his entries in a confectionery contest were his final legacy. A great man like that.
And be honest, did you enter Mr. Frost's room at any point?
What? Why are you asking me that?
The photograph of Mr. Frost's room. I'd like to know when it was taken.
Oh, I must have gotten it mixed up with the one Samson took during the judging.
Objection!
I'm afraid I find that rather hard to believe. You said it yourself that the camera ran out of film during the judging. And that you had changed the camera since before Mr. Tangro had a chance to finish Mr. Frost's room. That's how you were able to take that picture when you discovered Mr. Frost's body.
I suppose so.
This suggests that you took only 2 pictures with the new film. One of Mr. Frost's body and one of his room. But I have a piece of evidence that says otherwise.
You do?
Which piece of evidence contradicts the assumption that Miss Bound only took 2 pictures? Take photos that develop instantly. A new film cartridge has 20 exposures, but there are only 3 remaining.
Take that!
The camera?
You gave the picture of the body to the police and the picture of Mr. Frost's room to me. Oh, and you gave us the picture you took of me and Mr. Edgeworth too. 3 photographs in total, and yet the film cartridge in this camera only has 3 exposures remaining. Out of a total of 20, you took more pictures, and I want to know what of. I'll need to see all the photos you took. Perhaps then we'll finally learn what you were really up to.
I'm so sorry. I confess. I've been lying to you.
Huh? Are these all shots of Frost's room?
I'm so sorry.
Looks like she took pictures of his work from every possible angle. And when they were taken, the ice still hadn't melted yet. Wait. Don't tell me it was you.
No, did she trip over the extension cord? Does the sculpture's melting have no actual significance to the murder?
It was. At least, I'm pretty sure it was.
You are? Why?
Well, you see, I'm a big fan of Mr. Hagrid's works, as you know. I was petrified that they might be ruined. What with the investigation that was going on and everything. So I thought I should at least capture the sculptures on film for prosperity.
And how did that make them melt?
I think perhaps I was so intent on getting the perfect photographs that I might have tripped over the power cord without noticing.
By mistake. Are you sure?
I didn't notice it at the time, but well, how could I have been so careless as to cause the loss of his final masterpiece?
It seems a little convenient to me. I'm not sure I believe it. But I'm not in a position to refute it either.
So sorry. I didn't mean to cause any trouble.
Please, don't worry about it. The important thing is that you told us the truth. What he said. No hard feelings, Miss Bound.
Thank you.
Mr. Edgeworth. Picture's yours. Hope it helped. Mr. Frost's room updated in the court record. Oh, great, Manfred's back. Okay, yeah, the only difference is that they're melting and the cord is unplugged.
Hi, kitty cat. What's going on? What do you need, kitty?
Alright. My cat is being a wee bit ridiculous tonight.
Yes, I called you ridiculous. You are so ridiculous, kitty.
Oh, hi! Let's not step on the computer, okay? We don't want to do that. Do you want to voice Von Karma? Should you voice Von Karma? Here, can you say his line? It's "Are you infernal nuisance is still here?" You don't know when to give up. Can you say his line? No? No? You don't want to? You don't want to voice Von Karma? That's fair. Alright, sorry, she wants attention right now. Are you infernal nuisance and still here? You don't know when to give up. Linger for as long as you like. The answer is still the same. You are not part of this investigation. Whether we're part of it or not, we'll uncover the truth nonetheless. It seems you don't know when to shut up either. But I commend you on your stubbornness. He does look like he crawled out of a morgue. Oh, Mr. Von Gomma, I am afraid I am the one responsible for Mr. Frost's work smelting. What? What is the meaning of this? I'm so sorry! You and Mr. and to you, Mr. Gusto. Oh, what voice was I doing for Gusto? Does anyone remember what voice I was doing for Gusto? I feel like he hasn't talked in like hours. Look. What voice was I doing for him? Kitty, do you remember what voice I was doing for Mr. Gusto? Von Karma does look like Patient Zero in a zombie movie.
Hi, Kitty. What's going on? Mwah. Mwah. You just want kisses?
Oh.
What voice was Gusto's voice? What voice do you have, sir?
Hi, Kitty Cat.
Yes, what's going on? Oof. I think it was on the deeper side. I really have zero memory of this dude's voice. It's I guess we'll just make something new up. All right, what type of voice should Gusto have then? If we can't remember the voice I was doing for him. Should I just do something like monotonous and gruff? No concern of mine. I didn't do anything, and Mr. Von Karma agrees. Nothing at all, Mr. Gusto. You went into Mr. Frost's room, didn't you? Perhaps you could tell us why. Sure. I was... Silence! You are not to give the attorney even the tiniest shred of information. Duty bound, you are coming with me. Don't let her go with Von Karma alone. I'm afraid he's gonna hit her. I have reason to believe you are an accomplice to the accused Samson Tangro. No, I will be interrogating you personally, so you had better get your story in order. Don't do that. He's gonna coax a confession. I know it. I understand. Wait, please. I'm not done questioning her myself. And you think I care because? What? Gusto. And you, Scone. I have questions for all of you, and I expect answers. Fine by me. Fine by me. Okay, at least nicely, mannequins. Oh shit, we're alone now. Damn. He took literally everyone with him. Indeed. Oh, well, I suppose that means there's little point in us hanging around either. Perhaps it's time we got going anyway. It's rather late. I hope the snow has let up. You're right. Home time. Demons? Oh, Eddie, there might be demons in your stomach. I guess my stomach's in agreement too. Alright, let's grab a burger. Before my own stomach starts grumbling too. Maya appears, not yet even being born or something. And she's like, burgers? Did someone say burgers? Sounds good to me. Let's eat up and rest up. We'll need to be fighting fit for tomorrow. We will indeed. And our first part of Carl will be with Mr. Tangro. To be continued. Damn, we got to be continued in one night. We're on a roll tonight. We're on a roll tonight, and we've only been going for hour and a half, not even. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna take a drink of water. Kitty! December 25th, 10 a.m., detention center, visitor's room. Hey, it's Miss Bound.
Mr. Fender, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm sorry about what happened yesterday.
She looks rather tired. Has Mr. Von Karma finished interrogating you?
Yes, though he really only seems interested in how I melted those sculptures.
Are you here to see Mr. Tango too?
Yes, I'm terribly worried about him.
Oh, Detective Bad. Detective Bad? What are you doing back there? Oh, just happened to be here. I'll be heading back to the scene soon. And not sure how anyone just happens to be at a detention center, but okay. Jesus Christ! Oh my god! Sir! Sir! Sir, are you okay? This man has seen some shit. He had like black hair yesterday, right? Yeah. Dude, do you need a hug? Or like therapy? Good morning. Mr. Tangro? What happened to you?
Oh no! Someone, what did they do to you?
They didn't seem to want to let me sleep. This isn't the outcome of not sleeping. Samson! Sweetheart, sit down! Or like, lay down, or like... I don't know what to tell you to do, dude. I don't think I can help you with this one. I had no idea interrogations could be so involved. I'm sorry. What does involved mean in this context? What happened back there? Sorry if I seem distracted. I think I'm a little tired. They're not letting you sleep. That's not police work. That's torture. What's going on here, Detective Bad? I'm not the one doing the interviewing. It's the guy they put on the case before me. I like Von Karma's methods just about as much as you do. That's why I'm doing what I can to help. It was Detective Bad who got me out of there. I'd still be in that interrogation room right now if it weren't for him. Detective Bad is really trying to look out for Mr. Tangro in his own way, it seems. Jesus, dude. Alright, Eddie. Let's share yesterday's findings with Mr. Tangro. You got it, Mr. E. My notepad's at the ready. Mr. Tangro, we found out quite a bit, if you'd like to hear it. Of course. Thank you. You alright, Mr. Tangro? You seem kinda spaced out. Dude, he needs sleep. I'm fine. I just think my blood sugar might be running a little low. Let this man eat, please.
Samson,
Do we have anything that might give him a little energy boost? Alright, alright. Do we ask about the contestants first, or do we try to give him the chocolate? Cause the chocolate is what would give him a pick-me-up. But I don't know if we should ask about the contestants first, or if we should just cut to it and present the chocolate. I think I kind of just want to present the chocolate because this dude definitely needs it. If I've ever seen a man who needs chocolate, it's this man. Is that chocolate for me? It's also the chocolate side. I wish I could just give them to you, Mr. Tangro. But the rules here don't exactly allow me to do so. Oh, that's a shame. But rules are rules, I suppose. Bad. Give him one of your lollipops. There must be some way we can hand them to him. Gregory is sitting there like... Detective, give him the chocolates. I hope Detective Bad is noticing the meaningful looks in his direction. Let me take a look at them. If they seem legit, I might consider passing them on to the suspect. Aww, he's a softie under his gruff exterior. I love him. Thank you, Detective Bad. My hero. I'm touched. Thank you, Detective. Yeah, whatever. Just... Oh, wait. That was kind of Gregory's voice? Sorry. Yeah, whatever. Just sit tight. Here. You don't know how much this means to me. Yeah. Keep it down, will ya? For both our sakes. Of course, Detective. I wouldn't wish to put your livelihood at risk. Now, to sample these treats. Detective, I apologize for putting you in a tight spot. I didn't do it for you. It was my call. Guess you're not such a bad guy after all. Oh, the sweetness. I feel like a man reborn. Were they your handiwork, Judy? Yes. How were they? Feel them melt. Soft and smooth. Chocolate that'll comfort and soothe. Ear to ear. Head to toe. Smile and savor the taste as it flows. Delicious. They're not exactly beautiful, but they're sweet and oh so flavorful. Thank you, Judy. I'm so glad you like them. And I'm glad you're back to your old self. My apologies, friends. The food they serve here is just so flavorless. Between that and the lack of sleep, I was about ready to collapse from sheer despair. Wow, is the food here really that bad? Just the usual french fries, ham sandwich, stuff like that. Yes, and yet I couldn't taste a thing. Hmm? Oh. Oh, does Samson have, like, incredibly sensitive or, like a lack of taste unless oh, 'cause 'cause, like, Judy's chocolates are, like, super, super sweet, right? Does he struggle with tasting things? Is that why everything's so vaguely salty in this fucking building? Anyway, I'm heading back to the scene. Before you go, detective, do you have any new information to share? Oh, yeah. You were right about the victim's identity. Frost worked as a sculptor in France, where he was known as Paul Hiqui. Artie Frost was Paul Hiqui? I never would have imagined. Oh, Mr. Hiqui! So, the famous French sculptor wasn't a Frenchman after all, huh? This would all certainly explain why Mr. Hiqui was such a recluse and refused to show his face in public. He was busy working on his greatest masterpiece. Apparently, a bunch of Zodiac statues. Guess he'll never finish them now. He never finished his greatest masterpiece? Nah. Seems like he was making a statue for each season. Sorry, I got a hair in my face. Struggle as I start growing out my hair. I have not had my hair is actually significantly it's almost there now. It used to be significantly shorter than the hair on my model. But I am working on growing it out right now because I want to have fun hair. But I am getting used to having long hair again. I have not had long hair in like 8 years. So it is a bit of adjustment. But he never got around to the winter constellations. The winter constellations? You mean Taurus and Gemini? So the two he made out of ice would have completed the set. Yeah, now they're nothing but puddles. What a bummer. I'm so sorry. Oh, no, Miss Bound, I wasn't blaming you. One last thing. Seems he had himself a bit of a spending habit when it came to his work. Every statue cost him millions to make. What type of clay was he using? Which means he was always strapped for cash. We're checking to see if there's any chance someone called in a debt. I guess not even famous artists are safe from money problems. Do you have any idea why he entered the confectionery contest? None. I didn't even tell his family. I see. The good shit. Yeah, clearly, like, dude's using top quality porcelain or some shit. Alright, I really gotta get going. I'll go fetch another guard, but I can't be hanging around here any longer. Understood, detective. We'll see you again shortly. Kitty! 1 minute, I have to see what my cat's searching for. What's up, baby? What you looking at? What's in here? Kitty cat, it's just a box with my cane. Kitty, it's just a box with my cane. Apparently my cane is incredibly interesting to my cat. He's a good man. He certainly is. And an uncompromising one. Somebody who can be trusted to stand up for what he believes in. And to scare the pants off anybody new he meets. Now, were you going to tell me about what you learned yesterday? Of course. Allow me to give you a full report. Thank you for that. And allow me to apologize on Judy's behalf.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine, Mr. Tangrowth. As I told her yesterday, the important thing is that we learn the truth in the end. Now, would you mind if I asked you a question or two? By all means, I'll gladly share all I can. Alright. Let's chat about the contestants now. What can you tell me about the contestants who took part in the final round of the contest? Let's see. There was Miss Scone. I loved her design concept. Unfortunately, her entry was in violation of the rules, and I had to disqualify her. Mr. Gusto's creations were a perfect balance of flavor and design, at least up through the semi-final. But disappointingly, his entry for the final was subpar on both counts. And there's actually something a little unusual about his entry for the semi-final as well. Which was... it tasted identical to Mr. Frost. Huh. So wait. The strings on Frost's were unusually salty. Mr. Gusto's tasted identical to it. And Miss Scone said the ship was odd. The stands for the ship was salty as well. What is with the salt? They may have looked different, but I could have sworn I was eating the same thing. Huh? And what exactly did his work look like? Oh, there should be a photograph back at my mansion. I'll show it to you later, Miss Edgeworth. Much appreciated, Miss Mound. But Mr. Frost's entry for the finals, that was truly sublime. So you were able to finish judging it? Even though his body had been discovered in the meantime? Yes, I wasn't aware what happened until I completed my assessment. Mr. Frost wasn't in his room when I visited, so I took the liberty of sampling a bite. A part of the lyre, I believe. Never tasted anything like it. It was like a dream. I was so moved that I burst into song. I'm sorry, but are you saying that the lyre tasted good? I'd like to hear more about that if you don't mind. Huh. Okay, he definitely has something weird with his sense of taste, yeah? You're quite sure it was the lyre you tasted when you sampled Mr. Frost's work? I'm certain of it. It was part of the Gemini sculpture, which was the only sculpture in that display case. Wow, again, this is literally just the line from that one song. Mr. Tangrowth, would you mind taking a look at this photograph for me? So, the part you tried was the lyre. The one shown here without any strings? Oh, there were strings originally. That was the part I ate. So, the strings were missing because Mr. Tangrowth ate them all, and he enjoyed them? Miss Scone told us she ate a part of the lyre as well, but she said it was far too salty for her to finish. Then it's true. The truth is, I've suspected for a while that there might be something wrong with my sense of taste. Something wrong? How exactly? How so exactly? There's a taste disorder characterized by an inability to detect salty flavors. And I suspect I've been suffering from it. I eat so many sweet foods on a daily basis that it took a while for me to even notice. But there's no denying it now. That would explain why the food here seemed so bland to him. What? But your taste buds are your livelihood! Even if there was some long-term treatment option, I highly doubt a total cure for your condition exists. Nevertheless, you should put in a request to the police for a proper evaluation. Oh, that won't be necessary. I have a recipe for a cure back at my match. You do? How do you just have that? You do. I do. You can take a look at it for yourself. I do. You can take a look at it for yourself if you'd like. Son, we can't show the recipe to just anybody. Judy, Mr. Edgeworth is hardly just anybody. He is my attorney, and I have no secrets from him. You're right. Of course. If that's what you wish. What on earth is the secret recipe for a miracle cure that they've been hiding? Now I'm really interesting. Well, I suppose I should be getting back. All right, we'll be right behind you. Judy. Yes, Samson? There's more to life than just me. Please, Judy, think about the life you want to live. Yeah, is the salt disorder just something they cooked up for Ace Attorney? Because I won't always be around. You don't have a life to live. So I'll be waiting right there at the mansion until you come home. Well, if you'll excuse me. Wait, Miss Bound. Judy. Oh, she seemed really upset. I thought I saw tears in her eyes. Why do you even say all that to her? Because I worry about her. She can't keep putting my needs ahead of her own. What do you mean? The Halquete collection, the candy making. It's all because she thinks these things will make me happy. She never thinks about what she wants, what she likes. I just want her to be her own person and to choose her own destiny. The last thing I want is for her to miss out on all that life has to offer because of me. I guess that makes sense. Oh no, Gregory Edgeworth went to the Shadow Realm. He really does see her as his own child. What parent wouldn't want their child to walk their own path? Oh god, this hurts. And what parent wouldn't do everything they could to protect them? This hurts. I know exactly how he feels in this moment. I think I've asked you everything I can for now, Mr. Tangrowth. We should be getting back to the scene of the crime. Oh, you're leaving? I see. I suppose I'll be going back to the interrogation room for another session. Yes, we'll have to do something about that. You'll speak to the police for me. That too, but I'll be putting something else in place as well. An ace up our sleeve for when the time comes. I look forward to learning more. I'm counting on you, Mr. Edgeworth. We'll be back to brief you, Mr. Tangrowth, every day. And Judy too. Thank you, Eddie. I'll look forward to it. Mr. Tangrowth, your interrogator will do everything in his power to extract a confession from you. I hate to see an innocent man suffer like this. But please, you have to do everything you can to hold out. Hey, this is illegal. Fun fact. This is illegal and considered, I believe this is considered torture. or some version of it. This should not be allowed, even for a suspect in murder. This is something that you can, like, people have actually given false confessions to crimes to get this type of interrogation to stop. This is super illegal. If you can't, Mr. Von Karma will use that confession against you for as long as this case lasts. And it will make it much harder for me to save you. I understand. And I'll try. I won't give up until you're out of there, Mr. Tangrowth. You have my word on that. Oh, careful, dude. Don't climb into the fountain. It is Von Karma controlling the case, which is never a good thing. Still super illegal. Not that anything will happen about it, because I'm sure Blaze the Best would probably protect Von Karma from getting arrested or something, because fucking they probably agree on all sorts of shitty things. Detective Bad, thank you again for what you did earlier. Yeah, thanks a ton. Oh, they both do the hat bow. Oh, that one hurts. What are you talking about? There's no need to be shy about it. Never mind that now. I'm guessing you two are back here, looking to investigate some more. Oh, we are indeed. We'll need something solid if we're going to save Mr. Tangrowth. Well, I hate to break it to you, but apart from this room, the whole place is on lockdown. What? But we need to see those other rooms! This is Mr. Von Karma's doing, I presume. Who else? Haven't seen the autopsy report yet either. Guy's probably got a hand in that too. Don't expect to speak with anybody, except us cops and Miss Bound. Everybody else is gone, and I doubt Von Karma will be handing out phone numbers. Is this all just a game to him? Why does he have to go so far? So, what's your plan of action, Detective? Same as before. Do what I can to help you uncover the truth, like I promised. You have my gratitude. You wait, Mr. Von Karma. We're gonna beat you and your bag of dirty tricks. Von Karma just walks in from behind. Detective, may we conduct a brief investigation of the area? Sure, but like I said, everywhere else is off bounds. Probably won't be seeing those rooms again. That's fine. As long as there's some way to continue our investigation. Alright, bitches, let's investigate the fountain room. Oh, we got Detective Bad following us around. Sweet. Alright, let's look at the fountain where there's definitely not a dead body. The statues on the fountain depict cherubs enjoying some chocolate fondue. All Haquit's work, apparently. Gotta hand it to him. They look so real. Detective, are you saying you've personally seen cherubs before? Von Karma looks like a cryptid derogatory. Yes. Attorneys. Always poking holes in people's words. What did I do? What? Did I do something wrong? Does anyone know if Gregory and Bad is like a ship? Because if not, I feel like we should start it. Because they have such fun banter.
These trophies all belong to Mr. Tangro, but they're not all for confectionery contests. Some appear to be for
Charity work? Wait, do they give statues? They give awards for charity work?
a testament to both his character and his professional achievements. What's this one here? In recognition of Bacon Bop's long-standing achievement in making children's dreams come true. So sweet. Got me wanting to watch it.
One moment.
This is quite the trophy. Awarded to Tangro. First place. International Confessionaires Associate and an annual spectacle.
Pretty kitty.
It's made of candy. I guess it wasn't meant to last forever. Makes sense. Prizes, fame, none of it lasts forever, right? I doubt it's anything quite as deep.
What's going on, kitty cat? Ow, that was my neck.
Judy. There's a lyre here, and some macaronas designed to look like ice cream cones. They're so well made that it's hard to tell what's candy and what's not just by looking at it. I'd reach out and touch them, but I'd be disturbing the crime scene. Hands off. I already checked them out. They're real. Check them out. How exactly? Did you manhandle vital evidence, detective? I didn't touch them. Not with my hands, at least.
Did Dad lick the ice cream cones?
Did he... Never mind. I don't want to picture it.
Oh, hi, Judy.
Miss Bound, we're here to continue our investigation. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm so sorry about earlier. She's still looking kind of down in the dumps, Mr. E. She must be greatly taken aback by what Mr. Tangro had to say. I found the photographs of the semi-final entries for you. Here, it's all yours. Scone, Frost, Gusto. Oh, huh. So Scone and Frost, the tails of their creatures look similar. And the hair, and the horn and the beak, and the flowers, and the berries. Wow, Miss Scone sure knows how to make a cute cake. Yes, Simpson loved her design for that one. And he loved the designs and flavors of Mr. Gusto and Mr. Frost's entries too. Only problem was, as Simpson mentioned earlier, they tasted exactly the same. Rather, their respective entries for the final tasted nothing alike, it seems. Was there anything else of note that changed between the semifinals and the final? Nothing major, but I guess there was one thing. Mr. Gusto's son was always with him here throughout the contest.
He has a son?
Damn, okay. But he was nowhere to be seen during the semifinal. Why would his son come and hang out at a contest venue of all places?
Probably to support his dad.
You sure? You sure you're happy for us to keep hold of this? Of course! We hope it helps with your investigation. Cool! And I also have this book containing the recipes for the cure Summon mentioned.
Keep the son in mind. Keep it in mind.
I don't see anyone who could be his son that we have yet.
Oh, is his son the corpse in the present day? That would be funny. I mean, not funny, but it would be funny. We've seen this book before. Oh yeah, it was in the chocolate frame in Tangro's room. That's he put it on display there so everybody could see the grand prize. What? The Cures of the Ultimate Cookbook? Oh, the son's not the corpse? Aw, that's sad. So it's not a book of dessert recipes, I take it? Oh, no. We told the contestants, of course. But I guess nobody told you yet. So the contestants all knew what the Ultimate Cookbook was this whole time. Oh, so that's why Miss Scone wants it, right? Because it's, you know, medicine. Ultimate Cookbook. Jesus Christ, why do you have this, Tangro? I'd like to hear more about the cookbook, if you don't mind, Miss Bound. The Ultimate Cookbook. So, if I understand correctly, the Ultimate Cookbook is actually a collection of recipes for different medicines? Exactly. Or rather, new medicines that haven't made it to market yet, to be precise. To the Red Prior, a pharmaceutical company, for example, it would be worth a fortune. But why make that the grand prize in a confectionery contest? Mr. Tangro is the sole heir to the Tangro family fortune. Perhaps you've heard of the Tangro Group? The Tangro Group? Yeah, I think I've heard of them somewhere before. It's a major pharmaceutical corporation. Sells all kind of pills and poisons. Oh yeah, that new Cold Killer Pro has been making some real waves since it went on sale. Even? No, I was gonna ask if that's the Medicine Phoenix. Jesus Christ, that scared the shit out of me. My cat just knocked my cane over and it hit the wall and it scared the shit out of me. Damn. I was gonna ask if Cold Killer Pro is the cold medicine Phoenix has in the flashback case in the third Ace Attorney game. But no, that was Cold Killer X. Still Cold Killer though. Kitty cat, it was just my cane falling over. Everything's fine. Kitty. Everything's fine. Oh, excuse me. Oh yeah, that new Cold Killer Pro has been making some real waves since it went on sale. I always reach for a Cold Killer when I'm feeling under the weather. Which is never, as far as I've seen. I'd like to hear more about the Tangro Group, if you don't mind. The Tangro Group. So, did Mr. Tangro not want to take over for his parents and go into the family business? No, he put forth the idea of making people's life better through the power of confectionery. And his parents supported him in his quest to become the best in the world. Then, when they passed, he inherited the cookbook. But why would he make such a valuable heirloom a mere contest prize? He's been hounded by so many people looking to make that book their own. He was tired of it. But it would have been an insult to his parents' memory to simply give it away. So he decided to find somebody he felt was worthy of it. I'll bet the board of directors loved that. Handing over the fruits of all their expensive research to someone else. They hated the idea, of course. Which is why Delicia entered the contest. Oh, Delicia works for that company, okay. The Tango Group wanted her to win the book back for them. So, you knew she was a pharmacist all along? Yes, and not only that. I told her how to appeal to Samson's tastes. I tried to help her win. Kitty! You need to lay down for the night. You're being ridiculous. But why? I wanted to protect Samson. By protecting the Tangro Group. If that book fell into another company's hands,
the board would never forgive him. So I wanted to find a way to keep it with the company, but in a way something couldn't object to.
So that's how Miss Scone managed to make it so far in a contest she had no business in taking part in. But Miss Scone wasn't the only one pretending, was she? Mr. Frost wasn't really a confectionaire either. And he still made it all the way to the final, just like she did. Not bad.
It's unbelievable, isn't it? Such a talented sculpture and a gifted crafter of desserts too.
Well, not to diminish, like, making frozen ice or whatever. Flavored frozen ice, but, like, I imagine working with ice is similar to working with other sculptor materials. Gifted indeed. Judging by the standard of his work in the final.
Kitty, let's not go on the computer.
But how did one man produce pieces of that size and quality in such a short period of time? Yeah, they are pretty big, aren't they?
I'm not sure if I have much more to tell you. But if there's anything else I can help you with, I'd be happy to, of course.
She's certainly very keen to ensure that she does all she can for Mr. Tangrowth. I could certainly use a cup of the tea you made us yesterday, if you wouldn't mind. I think that might help me move the investigation along nicely. Oh, all of them too. Tea's to die for, Miss Bound.
What could I possibly refuse? I'll bring it right out.
You know, I think that cheered her up a little. All right.
Hi, Kitty. Let's stay off the computer, okay? Okay, let's not go on the computer.
That would be bad. All right, what else do we poke at? There's a drum set here, decorated to look as if it was made out of cake. They must play it on Bacon Bop. A detective, how about these drums? We already checked. There's nothing inside any of them. And no sign of anything having been put inside or taken out either. They're not relevant to the case. You've already done your homework, I see. I may like lollipops a little too much, but I'm no sucker. Let's look at this tree. It's a Christmas tree made from candy. Wait, if the Christmas tree is in the... I'm just gonna ignore it. These candy statues have everybody on edge. Fans get in here. That's our scene ruined. Yes, it would be pretty disastrous, I suppose. Ba-dum-bum. What else do I touch? Excuse me, may I ask what you're investigating? Sir, I'm analyzing the fountain water to see what might be in it, sir. And what did you find? Chocolate, and what looks like the flavorings and colorings used in frozen desserts, sir. The composition of the chocolate seems to be the same as that of Mr. Tangrowth's work. The flavoring and coloring matches the profile of those used in Mr. Frost's ice sculptures. Those little rivers flow from all four artists' rooms right here in this fountain. Guess that's how the stuff from the melted sculptures wound up in there. And that's not all, sir. We also found blood. Oh, wow. What? Why is there blood in the water? I think back to our investigation of the murder scene, detective. Oh, there was that missing piece of chocolate. Take another look at the scene in front of us, detective. A very conspicuous pool of blood that should be here is clearly missing. You're right. Don't remember anybody mentioning they removed the blood along with the body. The victim's blood was mysteriously absent, as was the part of the chocolate chest it had pooled on. I believe the blood probably belonged to... I mean, it obviously belonged to Manfred von Karma.
Take that!
The victim, huh? I'll have the guys compare it with the blood on the murder weapon. Oh, wow, that was some fun noise.
What you gonna do when there's blood in the water?
It's a match. The blood in the fountain is Frost's. But why would someone want to send the victim's blood downstream and into the fountain like that? Ooh, investigation complete. We've learned a little more about the contest's participants. But there's still one question involving Mr. Gusto for which we never got an answer. Nothing at all, Mr. Gusto. You went into Mr. Frost's room, didn't you? Perhaps you could tell us why. Sure. I was sure. I'm trying to remember the voice I did. Hold on. Sure. I was.
Objection.
Silence. You are not to give the attorney even this tiniest shred of it fit in. What was he doing in Mr. Frost's room? And that's not all. I also have questions about the work he submitted for the semifinals. A confectioner who admits to lacking design sense and a sculpture with a spade in it. 38. Okay, no. I guess they were secretly working together or something, which is why their designs are so similar. Mr. Gusto could not have hoped to win such a high-level contest by himself, which is why I'm beginning to wonder if there was some sort of connection between him and Mr. Frost. Detective, I need to ask Mr. Gusto a few more questions. His story still doesn't quite add up for me. Me neither. We need to figure out how to get in touch with him. Oh, do you now? Oh, do you now? Good luck with that, because I have no intention of allowing it. Mr. Von Karma, I am already in the midst of my own investigation into Gusto, so there is no need for the likes of you to pester him with the same questions again. I will, however, be happy to answer any questions you might have. He seems dead set on preventing me from talking to Mr. Gusto, in which case... Fine. Then allow me to take you up on your offer. Very well. Very well. What is it? I'd like you to tell me about the connection between Mr. Gusto and Mr. Frost. Okay. I think we're gonna wrap for here for tonight before I know we're ending right on the beginning of Von Karma's of cross-examining Von Karma for finding out the connections. But my throat is really starting to hurt from doing Von Karma's voice and doing Detective Bad's voice and doing Delicia's voice. My throat is starting to hurt. I can feel it starting to scratch in the back. I don't want to lose my voice. So I'm going to stop for tonight. And then we will pick up Von Karma's testimony on Thursday. I think we'll play Ace Attorney on Thursday. Because I don't want to play more Honkai Star Rail. So I think we'll do Ace Attorney again on Thursday. And then tomorrow we are going to be doing Lantern Rite for Genshin. We're going to be going through the Lantern Rite story because I think it's all going to be uploaded tomorrow. Like it'll all be out tomorrow. So we're going to do Lantern Rite tomorrow, which will be exciting. And then we'll do Ace Attorney again on Thursday. Woo! I feel like we've made good progress today. We got like 2 to-be continues. We ate through 2 hours of investigating. I don't feel like we got caught up on a lot of parts, so I feel like we did good tonight. So I'm gonna wrap and I'm gonna probably eat something because I'm a little hungry. That's another reason I'm gonna pause for tonight because I'm a little hungry.